Now we have the latest on that desperate search for baby formula by families across the country, with President Biden announcing new overseas shipments now are on the way. But for the first time, the president acknowledged he did not become aware of the depth of the problem until well after it began. NBC News business and tech correspondent Jo Ling Kent has details.
President Biden acknowledging he did not know about the formula crisis for 2 months following the closure of the critical Abbott manufacturing plant in Michigan.
I became aware of this problem sometime after April, in early April, about how intense it was.
But moments earlier in his meeting with top manufacturers,
we knew from the very beginning this would be a very serious event.
We could foresee that this was going to create a tremendous shortage.
Didn't the CEOs just tell you that they understood it would have a very big impact?
They did, but I didn't.
FDA officials were alerted to potential problems at the plant in October when an Abbott whistleblower sent FDA officials this 34-page document alleging that lax practices, including regulatory violations, were consistently overlooked. The FDA did not send a team to investigate until January 31st. Abbott shut down the plant on February 15th and issued a voluntary recall 2 days later. That same day, the FDA put out a warning to parents. Now, President Biden says he didn't become aware until April, but the president not publicly commenting on the crisis until May 13th, when he faced bipartisan criticism for a slow response.
There's nothing more urgent.
The White House press secretary saying administration officials were working on the problem for weeks before the president says he was briefed.
We did everything that we can from the moment that we learned about the recall. I would have to talk to him about the April date.
In that meeting with major manufacturers, Abbott was noticeably absent. A senior administration official telling NBC News the company at the center of this crisis was not invited. Abbott is currently cooperating with the FDA to reopen its shuttered plant in Sturgis, Michigan, set for this weekend. This comes after President Biden announced new emergency formula flights from the United Kingdom and Australia expected to hit shelves later this month. And it can't come soon enough for parents like Mom Celeste Donahue in Northern California. She's driven up to Oregon to find the formula she needs for her 10-month-old baby boy.
The bottom line is we can't do this. There should be formula on the shelves in the store.
NBC's Jo Ling Kent reporting for us there. John, this timeline doesn't make sense. So the whistleblower report comes out in October. We know there's a problem at Abbott. Investigators go in late January. They shut down the plant in February. So all these executives that he met with said, yeah, we knew something was coming down the pipeline, and they don't tell the president until 2 months later. How does that work?
Yeah, it doesn't look great here. These executives, and they reiterated to a man yesterday, saying that they were aware a shortfall was coming. They said that it was communicated to some in the White House. President Biden said that yesterday, but it didn't reach his desk, which is not great for a president who's at this point risks looking out of the loop, or at the very least, the administration was very slow to respond, because it was soon thereafter that consumers started noticing that there was less formula on the shelves, and then, of course, a huge shortage now. And as much as the problem, Mike, with going back and saying, well, what went wrong, it's also more importantly to parents about fixing it now. And the administration is saying, yes, they had another shipment come in from overseas. That helps. That's a drop in the bucket. It's still going to be weeks, if not a month or more, before they're back to full capacity.
This is the United States of America, and we're flying baby formula in from overseas. Yeah. I mean, come on. Listen, the timeline on this is pointed out in that piece, and it began last fall.
Yep.
The first flares went up, the first warnings went up last fall. And then there was a critical point in time in February, according to the reporting that we just saw. How does this not get to the President of the United States? How does the FDA not raise the flag as early as January or February, say, hey, we have something to watch out for here? There are a few component parts of life more important than all of the things that are damaging the average life every day of people. Gas prices, grocery prices, and for a lot of younger couples, infant formula. And the idea that you're going to go into a store and see empty shelves, not being able to buy infant formula. Wow.
And John, we talk about important issues on the show of war and peace, foundations of democracy, but at the end of the day, for an American living his or her life, it is grocery, it is gas. And if you don't see baby formula on the shelf, you want to know why and who's responsible for it.
Yeah, and this is not the first time the administration has been slow to supply chain issues. They downplayed this crisis last summer and fall when it was first coming because of the pandemic. Problems not of their own making, but problems they now have to deal with. And this as well. And to your point, Willie, it's exactly right. We're talking about, what's happening in Russia, what's happening with the war in Ukraine, the January 6th committee hearings coming. But the number one thing that Americans are going to cast their ballots on this November are issues like these. It's rising prices and the ability to feed their family. And in this case, if they can't get formula, we're hearing stories of young mothers driving 4 or 5 hours at a time in desperate searches to find this formula in order to feed their kids. This is scary stuff. And even if the White House is not to blame, they and Democrats stand likely to be punished by voters this fall.
And a pretty stunning public admission. The President of the United States saying nobody told me for months as this was going on. Still ahead this morning, we will go live to the White House for the latest on this crisis and the President's effort to arm Ukrainian soldiers even further in their fight against Russia.